If you own a Jeep, there's a widespread recall affecting more than 1 million vehicles. Stellantis says there's an electrical issue that could cause the wiring to overheat and catch fire.
Over 1 million Jeeps are catching fire, parked, turned off, doing absolutely nothing. The government just told owners to stop parking in their garage because their Jeep might burn their house down while they sleep. Ford just told 4,600 drivers, do not drive your vehicle. The auto industry is unraveling in real time, and if you own one of these vehicles, the next 10 minutes could save your life. Let's start with the biggest story in the automotive world right now. Stellantis has officially recalled over 1.3 million Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators. And the reason is something that should make every Jeep owner stop dead in their tracks. These vehicles can catch fire while parked, engine off, keys out, just sitting there. And before you assume this is some kind of EV or hybrid problem, it's not. No lithium battery, no high voltage pack, no electric motor. We're talking about your completely standard, run-of-the-mill gas-powered Wrangler and Gladiator. The kind millions of Americans drive every single day without a second thought. That's what makes this so alarming. The NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, has confirmed 51 fires and at least 1 injury directly linked to this defect. And that number took years to get to, which makes this story even more infuriating. So what's actually causing it? Inside your Jeep Wrangler or Gladiator, there's a component called the electric hydraulic power steering pump. Now, and this is important, just because the word electric is in the name does not make this a hybrid or EV issue. This pump exists on completely standard gasoline-powered Jeeps. Unlike older trucks and SUVs that used a belt-driven pump spinning off the engine, these modern Jeeps use a small electrically powered pump to generate hydraulic pressure for steering. It draws current from your 12-volt battery, the same basic battery that's been in every car for decades. This has absolutely nothing to do with a hybrid system, a lithium pack, or any kind of electrified powertrain. It is a conventional vehicle with one electrified accessory, and that one accessory has a serious flaw. There is an electrical connector on that pump, and that connector is susceptible to high electrical resistance, meaning the connection isn't clean and tight the way it needs to be. When resistance builds up in any electrical circuit, it generates heat. That's basic physics. And when that heat has nowhere to go, surrounded by wiring, plastic, rubber hoses, and fluid lines in a tightly packed engine bay, things start to melt, and then they start to burn. Investigators believe there are 2 likely failure modes. First, corrosion. Over time, moisture and road grime work their way into that connector, degrading the contact points and increasing resistance. Second, mechanical loosening. The connector may physically loosen over years of vibration, off-roading, and daily driving. A loose connection means inconsistent current flow, which means heat spikes, which means fire. Neither of these failure modes has anything to do with a battery pack or a hybrid drivetrain. This is a wiring connector problem. Full stop. And here's the part that should make your blood boil. Stellantis opened an internal investigation into these fires back in 2023. Vehicles were catching fire near the power steering connection. Engineers looked at it. They ran tests. They did CT scans, X-rays, full engineering analysis. And then they closed the investigation. Why? Because there weren't enough fires yet. Let that sink in. They knew the vehicles were catching fire. They knew exactly where the fire was coming from, and they decided the number of fires wasn't high enough to justify a recall. Fast forward to 2024, more fires. The investigation reopens. NHTSA gets involved. Government pressure mounts. And by April 2026, they finally confirm what any experienced mechanic could have told them in about 12 seconds. The electrical connector is melting. That's your problem. Years of CT scans and engineering reports to arrive at the same conclusion your uncle would reach staring at it in the driveway. By the time the recall was officially issued in June 2026, NHTSA had documented 51 fires and 1 injury. The recall covers 1,076,999 vehicles, model years 2021 through 2025 Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Gladiator. What should you do right now? If you own one of these Jeeps, here's what to do immediately. Step 1. Go to nhtsa.gov and enter your VIN. As of June 11, 2026, the VIN lookup tool is live, so you can confirm if your vehicle is affected. Step 2. Park it outside. Not in your garage, not next to your house, and not near other vehicles. Stellantis and NHTSA are warning owners directly because the fire risk can exist even when the vehicle is turned off. Step 3. Wait for the official recall notice. FCA will begin mailing owner letters on July 9, 2026, and the repair will be free at authorized dealers. Step 4. Call FCA at 800-853-1403. Visit recalls.mopar.com or call NHTSA at 8883-274-236 if you have questions. As for the fix, Jeep enthusiasts and engineers believe it will likely involve replacing the wiring harness and connector between the battery and electric power steering pump. Aftermarket harnesses already exist, so Stellantis may be able to move quickly, but nothing is confirmed yet. The bigger issue is modern vehicle complexity. Automakers keep adding electronics, pumps, modules, and wiring systems, while quality control seems to be falling behind. And while they fight right to repair laws in the name of cybersecurity, owners are dealing with vehicles that can catch fire in the driveway. The Jeep recall is huge, but it is not the only major recall this month. Let's get into the rest. Ford Do Not Drive, Bronco Sport and Maverick. Ford has issued a Do Not Drive warning, the most serious classification a recall can carry, for approximately 4,600 vehicles. The affected models are the 2021 through 2026 Ford Bronco Sport and the 2022 through 2026 Ford Maverick. The defect is in the front suspension. Specifically, the front lower control arm ball joint may have been incorrectly installed or incorrectly repaired at the assembly plant. Ford's own description of the failure is almost unbelievable. A plant operator may not have fully inserted the front lower control arm ball stud into the front wheel knuckle before securing the pinch bolt. Translation: someone on the assembly line didn't finish the job. And the consequence? At highway speeds, you could experience a complete loss of steering. No warning, no gradual failure, just no steering. If you own one of these vehicles, stop driving it immediately and contact your Ford dealer for a free repair. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit like button and subscribe. Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator seatbelt recall. Ford's second major recall this week covers 420,000 Ford Expeditions and Lincoln Navigators from model years 2018 through 2022. This one involves the front seat belts. Specifically, the belt pretensioners may lock the seat belt in place, preventing it from extending or retracting properly. Now, a seat belt that won't extend means a passenger can't buckle up correctly, and a seat belt that won't retract means it's not going to function as designed in a crash. There's also an extender issue flagged in this recall. The seatbelt is literally the last line of defense between you and serious injury in an accident. And in over 400,000 vehicles, that last line of defense may be compromised. Dealers will perform the repair at no cost. If you own one of these vehicles, book your service appointment now. Hyundai automatic braking recall. Next up, Hyundai has recalled more than 500,000 vehicles due to a dangerous problem with the forward collision avoidance system. The affected models include the 2025 and 2026 Santa Cruz, Tucson, and Tucson Hybrid. The issue: the automated emergency braking system can spontaneously activate and slam on the brakes while you're driving normally. No obstacle, no real danger, just a false trigger. NHTSA has already documented 4 crashes and 4 injuries caused by following vehicles rear-ending the Hyundais when the brakes fired unexpectedly. Here's why this is so dangerous. These systems don't behave like human drivers. A human sees a car pass through an intersection 300 feet ahead and knows there's no threat. These systems see that same car and panic. The vehicle behind you doesn't expect a sudden full stop, and they don't have time to react. It's a design flaw masquerading as a safety feature. Hyundai dealers will perform a free software update to address the issue. Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator. 1 million unit fire recall, NHTSA official. Let's reinforce the official government position on the Jeep recall, because this one deserves a second look. The NHTSA press release issued June 9th. 2026 is unambiguous. Owners of affected 2021 through 2025 Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator vehicles are being told to park outside and away from other vehicles and buildings until the vehicle is repaired. The agency is aware of 51 fires and 1 injury likely caused by this defect. The recall was directly influenced by an NHTSA investigation that was opened after multiple fire reports came in. Owner notification letters go out July 9th. VIN lookup is live at NHTSA.gov, and NHTSA is also encouraging all vehicle owners to download the Safer Car app to stay on top of current and future recalls. This is not a minor technical bulletin. This is the federal government telling over 1 million Americans, your vehicle is a fire hazard. Take it seriously. Toyota Land Cruiser and Lexus display recall. Even Toyota, long considered the gold standard of reliability, isn't immune. Toyota has recalled 90,000 vehicles because the 12.3-inch combination meter display may go completely blank while driving. Affected models include the 2024 and 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota BZ4X, Lexus UX, and Lexus GX. Losing your instrument cluster while driving means no speedometer, no warning lights, no fuel gauge, essentially flying blind on critical vehicle data. And this isn't isolated to Toyota. Nissan just recalled 51,000 model year 2025 and 2026 Nissan Kicks for the exact same type of failure, dashboard display screens going dark. The pattern is clear. As automakers replace traditional analog gauges with massive integrated digital displays, they're introducing a whole new category of failure. More screen real estate means more things that can go wrong. And right now, they're going wrong across every brand. Ford 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine replacement recall. Ford is also replacing entire engines in more than 1,500 vehicles, specifically the 2.3-liter EcoBoost found in the 2025 and 2026 Ford Explorer, Ranger, and Bronco. The issue occurred during manufacturing. During camshaft installation, a roller finger follower, a small but critical engine component, may have been dislodged from its correct position. If it wasn't caught, that engine left the factory with a ticking time bomb inside it. Symptoms include an engine ticking or tapping noise and a check engine light. Ford's solution is to replace the entire long block, meaning the core of the engine. While 1,500 units sounds small, this is the kind of quality control failure that should never happen on a modern assembly line. And given how these recalls tend to expand once dealers start inspecting vehicles, that number may grow. If your Explorer, Ranger, or Bronco is making unusual engine noises, get it to a dealer immediately. Lexus fuel pump recall. Lexus, the luxury arm of Toyota, has recalled approximately 9,700 vehicles due to a low-pressure fuel pump failure. The fuel pump impeller is made from a resin material that can swell over time, causing it to interfere with surrounding components and ultimately damage the pump. A failing fuel pump means your engine may stall unexpectedly, potentially at highway speed, in traffic, or in any situation where a sudden loss of power is dangerous. Lexus has built its reputation on near-flawless reliability, which makes this recall particularly notable. It's a reminder that no brand, regardless of prestige or price point, is above the quality control failures that are sweeping the industry right now. If you own an affected Lexus, contact your dealer to schedule the free repair before this becomes a roadside emergency. The auto industry and the consumer products industry is sending a clear message right now. You cannot assume your vehicle or your products are safe just because you bought them new. Check your VINs. Check your recalls. Stay informed. Because the companies building these products clearly aren't doing enough to protect you on their own. And if you found this video informative, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.